Yo, what's up, beautiful soul? Yo, what's good? Yo, your boy's back. Yo, so I want to go live. First off, again, my name is Ja Sterling. I am a spirit medium. I talk to the dead. I am an oracle. I see past, present, and future. I can dive into the energy of any case, any situation. I can hold an object and receive visions, audibles, clairvoyant visions, or whatnot, in order for clarity, for closure, for grieving, and things of that nature. Um, I am that I am. Um, I am an indigo child of 144,000. And during this time, it is time for those to be wakened in order to set a standard, in order to bring righteous back. There is a plague of narcissism and a plague of pain and dysfunction that is catering to the beast. And my job is to slaughter the beast. And today we were going to be talking about um, the effects, the spiritual warfare, and the type of environmental issues that it is causing on Mother Gaia. Okay, Mother Gaia, Mother Earth, um, however you would want to call her. You got to keep in mind, Mother Gaia is a being of the utmost highlight God who allows us to live on her. Which we have the water that flows, and water is a precious molecule, magical molecule. Not only that, we have a bunch of beautiful fire that fuels Mother Gaia, and it rotates on this cusp that allows us to live here as well. Okay, people take advantage of what they don't know. Humanity has lost their way with technology and with material, malleable things that will not secure their place in heaven, but giving proper respect to not only the ancestors, the angels, and the ascended masters of the utmost highlight God. Ascended masters, i.e., Yeshua, Jesus, um, Gandhi, people that were keepers of wisdom and knowledge and alchemy, are those that are the gifted of the ascended masters. Okay, so today let's just dive into Mother Gaia and what we need to do as humanity to fix this plague of pollution that is affecting Mother Gaia, because we must keep in mind we are one with Mother Gaia, and what we do affects her. Okay, so let's dive into this. All right, here we go. We have right here pollution. Look at this, air pollution. Okay, without air you can't breathe, bro. Okay, you see these droughts. Everything is energy. Okay, poor energy. As we conduct poor energy, and you don't allow yourself to um, admit love and light, this goes back into the environment of, and it creates these blockages in Mother Gaia, like pollution. You see what I'm saying? This the these this what is it called, like the aluminum, the recycling. People are using more waste than they can even imagine, and they're disposing it on Mother Gaia, and it's causing pollution at a core level. Okay, so we want to keep in mind revelations is right now, and it's not just happening because of war. It's not happening just because of the DNA activation that's throwing people off, making people crazy, the attack on DNA. Okay, whoever, this whole mental pandemic that's going on is not just affecting humans, it's affecting Mother Gaia, other beings, and it's up to us to set the standard. Okay, so here are some visuals. First, pollution. There are 7 key types of pollution: air, water, soil, noise, radioactive, light, and thermal. And these are primary causes that affect our environment in many ways. All these types of pollution are interlinked and influence each other. Therefore, we need to tackle all of these together. Okay, when it comes to being a proper being, an alchemist, you understand how important water, air, earth, and fire are. Okay, if you look at these key identifiers of pollution, they are all being soiled and taken advantage of. One thing and things that have been here before humanity is wisdom, knowledge, fire, air, water. Okay, but people are not paying attention to these things and causing it to pollute, causing it not only a revelations in humanity, but a revelations in spirit. Everything is happening. That's why you're seeing more global disasters. You're seeing more tornadoes and hurricanes. Okay, until people start getting their energy right and being productive members of society, living with spiritual moral integrity, that would transform into into Mother Gaia's how can I word this? Self-love transforms into the keep of humanity. Okay, it's a direct reflection of how you take care of home, not just your house, your home, Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. You don't just clean up at home. You wouldn't throw no wrapper on the street at home. You won't throw it in front of your couch. Why would you pollute and litter Mother Gaia? This is your home that she's allowing you to live. She's upset. So there's things going on. There's war. She is upset about this war. Okay. I communicate to everything that's a being. Mother Gaia is not happy. Okay. Listen, pollution of air, water, and soil requires millions of years of recoup. Industry and motor vehicle exhausts are the number one pollutants. Heavy metals, nitrates, and plastics are toxins responsible for pollution. Okay? If we were back in the times where we had tribes and nobody was driving and you was on a horse, we wouldn't be having these problems. Again, humanity have lost their way and being empathetic with Mother Gaia and what she allows us to do. Okay? My job right today, this show is to pay homage to Mother Gaia and what she has done for humanity. Let's not give her flowers when she's dead and then you're going to die because that's how you live it. You feel me? All right. While water pollution is caused by oil spill, acid rain, urban runoff, air pollution is caused by various gases and toxins released by industries and factories and combustion of fossil fuels. Soil pollution is majorly caused by industrial waste that deprives soil from essential nutrients. Okay, this war is about oil. This war is about reserves. But this same oil that they're fighting over, that's causing this terrible energy and bruise on humanity, is also the cause of Mother Gaia going into remission and having issues spiritually within herself. That's doing a cause and effect, and it's affecting humanity. See how everything goes full circle? Full circle is full circle. You get it? Okay. All right, this is pollution. You see how that going into the air? You understand what I'm saying? And you gotta breathe that. You need that air to breathe. You need that air to breathe. You have animals being washed up on the water, birds being washed up by the sea, fish being washed up by the sea. If it wasn't for Mother Gaia, you would not even be living right now, breathing. In order to receive your soul, this would not be going on right now. Give proper respect and pay respect. You won't want nobody littering on your front door, in your backyard, or in your living room. Treat others. Mother Gaia is a being. Treat others how you would want to be treated. Understand? Okay. Soil degradation. Globally, food security depends on the factor whether or not soils are in good condition to produce crops. According to UN estimates, about 12 million hectares of farmland a year get seriously degraded. Soils get damaged due to many reasons. Such reasons include erosion, overgrazing, overexposure to pollutants, monoculture planting, soil compaction, land use, conversion, and many more. Nowadays, a wide range of techniques of soil conservation and restoration exist. For no-till agriculture to crop rotation to water retention through terrace and building. Okay, the soil is being contaminated because people are burying these metals, this aluminum, these things that aren't biodegradable, that cannot go back to the earth and be reborn. Everything got to be reborn. There's a process, and things that are not meant to be there are hindering evolution. So just like you're a being and you have to have evolution within in a spiritual sense, you know what I'm saying? Mother Gaia is a being as well. And her evolution is that what takes place, photosynthesis. You understand what I'm saying? All this stuff is a process that she takes to do her part in evolution so that we can live and breathe. But we're putting these roadblocks with pollution, hate, negative energy, pain. We're putting this not only in the earth, but in energy. We are not pulling our part as humanity to ensure unity, love, and light. Okay? We remember Mother Gaia is a being just like you are a being. You don't want somebody littering on your front door or in the front of your couch. So don't litter. Pick your stuff up. You understand what I'm saying? Because you think you won't get karma. Just like you say please and thank you to an innocent bystander, you want to say please and thank you to Mother Gaia for allowing you to live on her. Okay, global warming. Climate changes like global warming are the result of human practices like emission of greenhouse gases. Global warming leads to rising temperatures of the oceans and the Earth's surface, causing natural disasters that include flooding, melting of polar ice caps, rise in sea levels, and also unnatural patterns of precipitation such as flash floods, hurricanes, wildfires, drought, excessive snow, or desertification. Okay, listen, you're having animals not even being able to live because of pollution and this global warming, because the warming of the air is changing the temperature of the ocean. And what people don't understand is that marine life they evolve in their way, and their way of evolving is they go from different seas depending on the temperature. They spawn here. You know, growing up in Alaska, you had the fish that swam up there, the salmon. And then, you know, if the water was too hot, they would just all die. So that means the babies die. That means, and then so there's a whole food chain that is affected. The grizzlies, the bears ate the salmon, which kept them from eating the humans. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if we throw off the base of the food chain by polluting, and not just on a material sense, spiritually polluting Mother Gaia, it's not going to be right. Okay, as it is not now. So we have to do better. Okay. This is the ozone layer. It's a little picture about the effect of this global warming and how the rays of the sun is actually coming through. Okay, the ozone layer, which is causing this global warming and the oceans to be warm in areas that it should not be, where marine life depends on a certain temperature. That's why the coral reefs are dying, which a whole bunch of animals and marine life depend on the reefs for food, nutrients, shelter, protection. Okay. Overpopulation. The population of the planet is reaching unsustainable levels as it faces a shortage of resources like water, fuel, and food. Okay. Population explosion is less developed, and developing countries is straining the already scarce resources. Okay. Again, if we went back to living in a tent, bonfires, and not putting so much into technology, okay, and putting more into saving Mother Gaia and the atmosphere and the universe, we won't have to deal with these shortages. Not only is overpopulation affecting the earth, Mother Gaia, but it's affecting spiritually because you have people mentally ill having kids and having like 20 kids. They're not just having one, they having 20 kids, dysfunctional. And I was just watching something. A woman got all 11 of her kids taken. You know what I'm saying? Because they're putting these bad ways into multiple kids and putting them out into society. And then it's like, what is going on? I'm talking from experience, so don't take it personal. I just stepped into my power and accepted my calling. But that's not so that's not the majority, because there's so much temptation out here. So the overpopulation is a big issue. Okay, you not littering, then she having 20 kids that's littering too. So it don't help nothing. You feel me? Just keeping it a buck. Don't shoot the message. Intensive agriculture practice to produce food damages the environment through the use of chemical fertilizer, pesticides, and insecticides. Let's also say this: we're using all these fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides. Insects are also beings. We're doing a little too much to sustain something with chemicals, something man-made. Now, if you had something that was more or less more natural, that wasn't so toxic and hateful, it's like karma. You're doing all of this to kill all these bugs to eat this food, but in the end, years down the line, you get cancer. You wonder why? Because you eating a food that was made by killing a whole bunch of innocent insects is probably trying to take care of their kids or something. Just like people eating beef and too much cows being killed, too many chickens being killed. You feel me? Nobody want to eat fruit or vegetables no more. So all this overpopulation, and then with these bad practices in eating and bad practices with using fertilizers and insecticides on plants and killing insects and then killing animals, and nobody is disposing of this stuff properly, is causing pollution. And then you got this dysfunctional family that has like 20 kids, and she's teaching her kids how to be dysfunctional and litter, not eat right. And so then it's a change. So then you have the next generation of a multitude of people not taking care of Mother Gaia. And now we have natural disasters, and we wondering why. We got to do better. It starts at home. It starts at home, beautiful souls. Generating unsustainable waste. The huge production of waste due to our hyperconsumption is a major threat to the environment. As per the study, the average person produces 4.3 pounds of waste per day in the US alone, accounting for 220 million tons a year. This hyperconsumption results in non-biodegradable trash in the form of plastic packaging, toxic e-waste, and harmful chemicals that leach into our waterways, okay, causing pollution in a major way. You have these poor innocent animals just going to find some food, and then they're caught up in a little thing that's meant for some pop, and now they can't get back to their kids. Or because we want to drive cars, we need oil and gas, we're going to go pump all this oil, then, it broke. So now we got an oil spill in the Atlantic, and all these innocent animals is dying. But it's okay because we human beings and we at the top of the food chain. That's quite narcissist, don't you think? I think human beings have gained this sense of narcissism and this this normalcy with narcissism that needs to go. But if we were still in tribes, living off the land, walking and taking horses and working with the animals and killing the animal before we eat the animal, we're going to pray with the animal, maybe. Hello? Maybe it wouldn't be so much going on. There's no more righteous consumption, righteous waste. Everyone has this narcissistic way of dealing with Mother Gaia and not understanding that she is a mother, just like your mother at home. She is a mother of all these plants and animals that you live on. She raised them for you to eat, but you don't give Mother Gaia her props. Earth, fire, wind, water. Okay. These are precious molecules of the utmost highlight that God put here. That because of organized religion, you're not able to grasp the fact that you need these elements and to be in the know in order to step into your power and to be a productive member of society and to ascend to the highest white light. You got to understand that we are one. If not, you will not know true happiness. If you don't know the difference between righteous judgment and judgment, I don't know what to tell you. But Mother Gaia is a being, and we must treat her as you would want to be treated. Okay? All right. The huge production of waste due to, okay, we went through this. Since modern technology allows us to access digital environments, many things that you need to be fulfilled in the cloud, consider your purchases carefully. Okay, so even with social media and the use of technology, is causing frequency blockages. Okay, as a medium, I resonate at a frequency. Okay, a lot of people might have abilities, but it's so harder because of these DNA blockages for people to reach that sense of enlightenment without a certain tenacity because of the pollution in music, the pollution in energy. All this stuff goes and it's festering. It's festering. Okay. All right. Example, out of order. And ain't nobody gonna pick it up. You feel me? I done been on the bus before. I done been homeless before. People just eat their hot dog, wham, wham, whatever. No, not the business. That ain't even cute. I wouldn't even want to live nowhere with that just sitting there. Excuse me. Sit there with that looking like that. Unacceptable. It's like the girl, I was watching this show on the news actually, and this girl got raped on the bus and didn't nobody stop her. Come on. Same thing. All right. Waste disposal. The overconsumption of resources and the creation of plastics are creating a global crisis of waste disposal. Excuse me. Developed countries are notorious for producing an extensive amount of waste or garbage and dumping their waste in oceans in less developed countries. That's some narcissist stuff because they think it's not going to affect them. You see the narcissism of it all? Let's go dump it where you got these tribes that still are with old customs that value Mother Gaia. We're going to go dump it on all their pride and all their ego and all everything they ever worshipped and believed in. We're going to kill all their animals while we over here with clean water and everything. Because narcissists don't understand karma. And unfortunately, a lot of nations were built on narcissism and control. Okay? Unacceptable. Namaste. I am you, you are me. You, any being of any world, any dimension, if you cannot wrap your mind around animals, plants, we are all one. We are all one. Just like you will say thank you to somebody that held the door for you, you're going to say thank you to Mother Gaia for allowing you to live on her. Same difference. But they lost their way. They've been raised so dysfunctional and that people can't even wrap their mind around what's really going on. And what's really going on is people not giving proper thanks until tornadoes and hurricanes start happening. You feel me? Wars start happening. People ain't coming to shamans like me, healers. I'm a spirit medium because there's been this false narrative. I'm chosen by the utmost highlight God. I could remove any and every curse from anybody, but society don't want you to know that. You know, even being a black sheep, family don't want you to know that because they rather live in pride than allow you to heal them. When a person like me, well, I don't care about any drama, anything like that. But the people that will not allow you to heal them, you feel me? They're not going to receive healing because it's a generational thing. So we're teaching pollution, we're teaching dysfunction, we're teaching to treat Mother Gaia any type of way, and we got to change the narrative. And value Mother Gaia like we will value ourselves. with love, light. You understand what I'm saying? All right. Nuclear waste disposal has tremendous health hazards associated with it. Chernobyl, y'all remember Chernobyl in Russia? The nuclear plant, it combusted, and it was like fish with like 3 eyes. It was like crazy. But and that was the same nuclear plant that Putin opened fire on, being reckless. And of course, he's a new antichrist. But of course, nobody's gonna go on my videos. They're gonna check. Y'all gonna see weeks ago, I told them exactly what's going on because I am an oracle, and I did put out there what was going to happen. But nobody is listening. You're gonna check for me though. Believe that. But I'm trying to tell y'all. You understand? Plastic fast food packaging and cheap electronic waste threaten the well-being of humans. Okay? What happened? We're using too much plastic. We're using too much aluminum. You know what I'm saying? What happened to like ghetto rigging something, like getting a leaf and folding it up? Now, I'm not saying that I'm Pocahontas to nobody. I'm not saying all of that. I'm just saying I could do better too. But I do way better than a lot of people. You feel me? You feel me? Sometimes you got to improvise. Instead of keep going back to buying water when you go to the gym, reuse your same bottle and go there, got that little machine that you put it in there, and then it run the water for you. That way you ain't got to keep buying plastic. You know what I'm saying? Don't drink so much pop because it's bad for your spirit. That's polluting your DNA. We're going to get into that in the next slide. Okay? Deforestation. We must know that H2O comes from the trees, the beautiful greenery, right? But we just cutting them down. We just need to keep warm and stuff. We got covers, we got blankets, but we're going to cut down all these trees because we want these big, pretty houses, the same trees that help us breathe. Can we please plant the same amount of trees we breaking down? Are we praying before we take down each one of these trees? Because you know what? Every single one of these trees is a being. But humanity is in this narcissistic mindset that they're not understanding. They're cutting down a being of the utmost high, like God, that has a longer lifespan than any human. Let's keep it a buck. You feel me? We got to change the narrative and do better in order for things to balance out in the universe, or it's not going to be good. Okay. Our forests are natural skins of carbon dioxide, and produce fresh oxygen, as well helps in regulating temperature and rainfall. At present, forests over 30,000 of the land, but every year tree cover is lost, amounting to the country of Panama due to the growing population demand for more food, shelter, and cloth. Deforestation simply means clearing of green cover and make that land available for residential, industrial, and commercial purposes. So we're gonna cut down all these trees because people want to live cute and live good. These beautiful trees that help you breathe. So let's forget I want to breathe. I want a mansion. Priorities, baby. And if you're gonna get a mansion, I hope you pray before every tree that was meant to make that mansion. You feel me? If not, I need something that could be malleable, something that, you know, you got to be giving back. Did you thank God for giving you all of that you got? Look, it's all in perception and giving back spiritually. Okay? This is all one in full circle. It's not just about this war, it's about humanity. We got to get it right. Unity is the key to a higher conscious humanity. Let me say that again. Unity is the key to a higher conscious humanity. No one is better than anyone. People are just at different stages of their evolution. Let's be clear. Low vibrations are hatred, jealousy, envy, greed, narcissism. These are the low vibrations that hurt the process of evolution of us all, that are bruises on humanity, that are taught within the home. Okay. The narrative must be that unity is the key to a higher conscious humanity. When you go home, you can then be proud about who you are or who you feel made you the king or queen that you are, right? But when you go to school and when your children go to school, the narrative and the prerequisite needs to be unity. Unity. Nobody racist. I done seen racists in every creed, every color. You understand? These are all races. What's that? These are all races. Hold on. What is right here? These are all races right here. Y'all see them hands right there? That's holding up the planet. It ain't just no white hand. It ain't just no tan hand. It ain't just no black hand. It's different colors. It take us all to remove this bruise and this curse on humanity to make it right. All right? We are all to blame for that war on excuse my language, on Ukraine. Okay, we allowed this narcissist to stay in power. So we could thank everybody for allowing narcissists, and the righteous in this world has allowed a lot of narcissists to take the throne. It's time to step down. DNA contamination. Population can change your DNA in 3 days. Studies suggest breathing in small bits of dust, soot may wreak havoc on our DNA, possibly causing increased rates of lung cancer and other diseases. DNA pollution, i.e. cancer. Okay, so I was working at the VA at one time, allegedly. I guess, am I supposed to say that? I don't want to get in trouble. But anyway, I was working there, and my homies, they was Vietnam veterans. You know, I'm a different era veteran. So they was around that Agent Orange. So they all had this cancer, these tumors on their face. All my homies done died. But they was my homies. They was older than me. I used to pray with them. And so, but then I met their kids. So their kids would be the youngest kids being seen at the VA because they had diabetes. So because of the Agent Orange that hit the father's DNA, hello? It went in the bloodline and created diabetes at an early diabetes in the grandchildren. War, nuclear, all that stuff is not okay. Pollution in the air, okay? That stuff causes DNA. Do you have pests with 3 eyes? You might have a fish, you know what I'm saying, with 5 fins, you feel me? That's why it's important to have an eye on consumption and pollution, okay? We cannot be, unfortunately, I ain't the pandemic, the jab type of person, unfortunately, that ain't me. But let me tell you, that's a form of DNA contamination to keep people not woke to what's going on. Spirit said that it was an attack on DNA and it's causing neurological effects. Same thing. Everything is intertwined spiritually. Everything is intertwined. Pollution of everything. And we've got to set the standard. DNA pollution. Look at that. It will look all rusted. Ain't that cool though? How the DNA, I always thought that was really cool right there. Pretty interesting. Yeah, I think that's cool. Look at this. This is some Chernobyl type stuff. So you see the fish got legs and some frog legs and frog arms. You know, they like the same person. See, this is what DNA pollution happens in animals. So you got animals washed up on the shore that's have this, have that, and this and that, but nobody is going to make that prevalent because people want to keep it on the hush. Okay, this is waste. So when y'all see these, leave them alone. You feel me? When I was in the Army getting ready for war, in case I was hit with a nuclear, if I was hit, so we went to this class, right? I was like, y'all tripping. They was like, so they told me, they was like, so in case you get like a nuclear attack, I want you to take 3, they had 3 needles. And it was like, you got to shoot yourself in the heart. I looked at everybody else like they tripping, bro. Like, but then I was like, okay, I guess if I, God damn. You feel me? So that just tell you how extensive and complicated DNA can be manipulated and polluted. You understand what I'm saying? Unacceptable, y'all. So, y'all, the moral of this story. All right. So the moral of this, y'all, is that we need to understand that Mother Gaia is a being of the utmost highlight. She is just as important as we are. If you will not litter at your front door, if you will not litter in the front of your couch or in your room, and you like your house clean, you need to keep Mother Gaia clean, because Mother Gaia is a battery. This is how you wake up every morning with this energy. The sun is a conductor, right? And so your body needs Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, in order to sustain frequency-wise. Okay? You are one with Mother Gaia. You are the same being of love and light. And a lot of people are not even being raised to treat her appropriately. You feel me? You got people at war. Not only is Mother Gaia not upset about the explosions and the turmoil, she is upset at the energy that these human beings are conducting on her. That's lessening the force field that protects us as a whole. Everything in the 3D also affects the 5D, i.e., everything in the spiritual world affects the physical and vice versa. And as a medium, to talk to the dead and be on the other side and this side, it's not okay. People think, oh, you're such a blessing to. No, you don't know what it took to be a chosen seed, the type of stuff that you have got to see. And the things that I bring to the show, that I make prevalent, you think I don't be shocked? Like, you feel me? But it's real. Because not only do y'all got to do better, I got to do better. Because I am not special. I just got some abilities that just, it's not awesome. It's not all fun and exciting to serve the utmost highlight, because you got to battle. I've removed curses from people. You have seen the devil and removed him from somebody's flesh. You don't understand what it is to be a chosen seed. We got to do better. And as an ambassador of the universe, God sees what I see. And what I see, I am not happy with. Okay, so we got to spread love and light. We got to love on each other every chance you get. If you're going through something, you go in the mirror. You go in the mirror. If you tell yourself, I love you and I forgive you, and it starts now. Don't you forget that you are more than a conqueror. You are victorious. You thank Mother Gaia for allowing you to live on her. You don't forget your ancestors, ascended masters, and angels of the highest white light that you cannot see, that are literally protecting you daily. There's other beings, there's other realms. I'm not here to convince you. I'm here because I see them and I've talked to them. And no, I ain't on no drugs. I ain't on no medication. I'm here to keep it a buck with y'all. We homies. But only the good ones that serve the utmost high like God. Okay? Anything else, I'm protected from. Thank God. Because there was a time I wasn't. Your boy thought he was bipolar. He might have been on little drugs. Thank God I've been delivered. I'm sober. I'm happy. I'm here. I'm present. And I'm here to raise the vibration of humanity and set these false narratives right. We've got to do better. We've got to fix this narcissism pandemic, this abuse, this hatred, this mental prison that majority of humanity is in, because they are truly not happy within, and because they don't know the truth. I know the truth. You don't have to know them to love them. You don't have to know them to wish them well. You are more than a conqueror. You are victorious, my beautiful souls. Unity is the key to a higher conscious humanity. Unity. And again, I want to show this picture. And I want to say, this right here are different colored people lifting this earth up. Hate, racism, it don't have no gender, no color, no sexuality on there. You understand what I'm saying? Empathy, understanding, righteous judgment. All right, y'all. I send love and light to y'all. Be careful. Love. Love. If you don't know the last time you went and said, please, thank you, open the door for an elder woman or somebody even your age, man or woman, it don't matter. The last time you smiled. When's the last time you went in the mirror and you just told yourself, I love you? It starts now. It starts now. Have a good night.